call this sketchbook my Starbucks sketchbook, and I actually thought I'd lost it for about a year, and then I was tidying up recently and found it under a pile of junk wrapped up in a plastic bag, so I was very relieved. Anyway, it starts out, this Clary's, that's in Devonport in New Zealand. I'm not sure where that was, probably New Zealand. Not the greatest sketch, but not bad. Then I'm suddenly on a 2-hour flight to Detroit. Yeah, okay. Then it hops to some quick roughs I was doing for some small black and white caricatures for Microsoft back in 2009. That was a cartoon that I did for them as well. And here we are. This is why it's called the Starbucks sketchbook. I was staying with friends in Malibu, which was a fascinating, interesting experience. And every day I'd pop down to the local Starbucks and do a little bit of sketching. So quite interesting. They're all mainly done with a biro. Straight in with a biro too, so I'm quite pleased with them. Oh, that's a that was an idea for it. Was doing a label for an orange drink. And then we skip. That's a caricature. A couple of caricatures I was working on for friends. Now we're back to Starbucks. And there's one missing because I tore it out and framed it for the friends I was staying with at the time. Because I was going through it thinking, where's that sketch? I remembered it, and it's not in the sketchbook. And then I realised that that I'd actually torn it out and framed it for them because Rosemary liked it so much. But they're nice little moments. I really enjoy this sketchbook. Most of these would be done looking out of the cafe window. It was an independent cafe for many years, and then Starbucks took it over, which is a shame, because I liked it when it was independent, but still. Same feel, same sort of buzz, interesting characters. It's always interesting when you sit down in a cafe and you sort of scan around, you're looking for that little moment. Yeah, what is it I want to try and capture today? I put these little comments. Don't know why. It's quite nice, I guess. This guy looks like a movie star, doesn't it? That's not very nice. Not very nicely drawn. That's better. But overall, that's quite a nice one, isn't it? I like that one. Yeah, so some days you can see I've added a bit of watercolour. Of course, the other place was full of MacBooks, as you'd imagine. And again, I like the moment in that, but he's not very nicely drawn, I don't like that. The smokers, so they were sitting outside, of course. You're probably not allowed to do that anymore, are you? Yeah, it's quite a nice moment. A student. Yeah, just wondering whether he was a tutor, maybe. Nice little moments. They were just outside my window. A couple of models, I think they'd just been on a shoot, so they were looking at all the proofs, going through them. And it's quite a nice moment, but I don't like this. I do that quite a lot. Sometimes I sort of fall into this trap of doing a bit of a cartoony mouth, because I also do caricaturing, so yeah, too much, too strong. Soften that down a bit. Yeah, this face it's a bit of an overkill. But they capture the moments. It's just, so I still love them, even with all their problems and issues. And I think that's the thing with sketching. It's not to be too precious. Just sketch. You're not making a perfect piece of art. It's just kind of like putting down notes in a way, isn't it? With a pen or a pencil. But sometimes you get little gems. They you know. And usually when you're not trying. If you try too hard, if you're trying to make something perfect, then you'll probably make it worse. Just knowing when to stop a lot of the time. Quite a nice little study of that chap. It's a little visual diary of my days in the coffee shop, isn't it? Her nose was a bit big. I have put a bit of white out on there, but I need to fix that. Make that even cleaner. You can almost date it by the shape of the phone, because that would have been an apple. So what would that have been? 2009, an 8 or something? 7? Via time, some sort of promotion for, I think it was a coffee, wasn't it? A sachet. Not sure if it took off. Bad posture. But it's funny when I look through these, because they take me back to that time. I remember sitting in I have the feeling of being in that coffee shop. And the feel of those days. It's lovely. This is flying back to New Zealand. Quite nice at the moment. That one tickled me. I called it the lovers, because it's girlfriend, boyfriend, and she's on the laptop. He's listening to music. They're just completely disconnected. And then I wasn't happy with that. And she left before I had a chance to get the pose in correctly. This is an extremely nasty sketch. Well, I don't think it's nasty. I just obviously wasn't happy with it at the time. That was a little cartoon I was working on for Microsoft again. And then there's just some little bits at the end which are not very interesting. So anyway, that's that little sketchbook. Thank you very much for watching.